Hello and welcome to Wingin It, and welcome back to another game of Major League Wingspan here. We're getting closer and closer to the end of the regular season here. Having played 18 games, we've got 13 wins, 5 losses, so very much holding on to a playoff spot at the moment, which is definitely the target here in this regular season. So yeah, 12 games left to go. We've got one coming up here. We are going first in this one, so very, very nice starting first. Ooh, very, very nice chipping sparrow in the tray as well. Can we get more nice things in the starting hand? Okay, I mean, we sort of can. We've got the penguin, which I do like. I think that's always a fun one to play with. And we have got red star as well. So food, in order to play that, shouldn't be a problem. But I'd say really the chipping sparrow is going to be the key, I think, to our approach here. Being able to pick that up. Turn one, get that in the forest, get some eggs going. That's so key in the early game here. So we'll take a look at our bonus card. Okay. It will go Rodentologist. Not obviously got anything for that yet, but hopefully with a bit of digging, we can fix that. And yeah, got to just think about how I'm going to approach this early game. I mean, do I spend the nectar, yes or no? I think that's going to be an interesting question. I think I do still want to go with this red start in the early game, just being able to, as I say, get a bit more food going. Kind of tempted to keep this flycatcher just because it's a big point bird. You know, it's the brown power. Maybe I get it down this round, maybe I don't. But it's going to score big points either way. And I think in these situations, in these early games where I'm going red star, I'm going chippy sparrow in the forest, I think food shouldn't be a problem. It's more going to be the cards and actually, yeah, being able to sacrifice one food from the starting hand in order to keep what I know is a big point bird that I'm going to want to look at playing at some point in the game. That feels quite good to me. So yeah, we'll take a look, I suppose, at the feeder in terms of getting the penguin down. Yeah, that might be a bit of a challenge. So I might switch this up and keep a fish, because what I'm thinking is pick up chippy sparrow, can play that easily and get some food, get the red start down, get some more food, get the penguin down. I'd say maybe flycatcher as well, or maybe we start digging. I think we kind of got options available to us. So let's lock that in. I feel like this is definitely quite a nice starting hand, but made much better by the chipping sparrow, which we're going to be picking up turn one, and we're going to be having fun with that. All right, on to our first turn of the game here. Opponent is keeping a couple of birds, so looking very good there. But yeah, we're going to grab chipping sparrow, and I think we're going to keep this nectar. I think there's nothing really great in the tray that I like the look of, and I'd only be gambling off the top. And actually, I think this nectar is going to be needed in order to get things set up more quickly. So we're just going to grab sparrow on its own. Red knot would have been nice. Red knot would definitely have been nice. But who knows? That might still be in the tray when we come to drawing. Because yeah, I'm going to sort of just play this by ear. I think certainly getting chippy sparrow and red start down quickly, that's going to be important. And obviously the penguin for the card draw. And we'll see. I mean, as I say, there may be a world in which we actually want to get this flycatcher in for the end of round goal. But equally, if it's not going to matter, or if we do want to go for that red knot, we can always go and draw cards instead at some point. We'll try and keep it flexible, try and keep it open. We might need to take food a few times because, I say, the food cost here might be a little bit awkward. We're going to be hoping for nectar. That's always what we're looking for. So hopefully we can start to get some of that. But yeah, no guarantees, and obviously no certainty over what my opponents could be doing. You know, maybe got a wetland bird, going to play that and do some digging, but maybe got a forest brown power. We're going to find out now. No, okay, you're drawing birds. You've taken the red knot, so we're not going to have to worry about going for that. But yeah, let's truck on. Let's go with our sparrow, and yeah, I think we'll do a worm. Just try and keep the nectar. Just try and keep it for as much flexibility here as we can. But yeah, assuming that we can just grab those 2 nectars in the feeder, I think we do. And we play the red star. So Spot Towie's going down in the forest, so a little bit more food production over there. But yeah, let's grab this nectar. Get our egg as well. So such a good tempo play, Chip and Sparrow. Talk about it all the time, but being able to get food and eggs, just really saving turns and being able to get this red star down super quickly and just accelerate the development, accelerate this forest, and just get more resources, get more food. And we're seeing some fish come up, so we'll definitely take that. Because that's what we're going to need. So yeah, okay, you are grabbing some of those as well yourself. But yeah, let's do this red start. And I say 4 turns left. I mean, we could, yeah, we could definitely take food twice and just play these 2 birds. I think I'll take food once and play the penguin, and just see where we go from there. So yeah, you're taking food. I guess we'll go. I'm going to go nectar rat because I can get the reroll here. Yeah, and get another nectar, so that's very nice. We'll take our egg. And yeah, as I say, I mean, the black swan's quite tempting. I think that's quite a nice one. Good yellow power, obviously works for the penguin. Synergizes quite well with rodentologists because normally those birds that eat rodents, they're quite big. They, you know, you get a lot of those over 100, so you can get a little bit of synergy with that yellow power as well. So I think that could be something we, yeah, look at going for, but we'll see what's going on over here. Common moorhen, okay, interesting stuff. I do like a common moorhen game. So okay, you're probably going to want to play. I mean, we know one of these is the red knot. I suppose this is the thing. How badly do we want the swan versus going for this end of round goal? I don't know. This is quite tricky. There's a bit of weird negative synergy between these first end of round goals as well, where, you know, if you play an extra bird in round 1, you may be denying yourself of playing round 2 and costing points there. So we might be, yeah, just losing points there regardless. But I think we do want to play the penguin. But also if I want to play the flycatcher, I probably need to spend a fish here, so I still have nectar to spend on this flycatcher. But yeah, we could just go penguin, draw cards, and then take food. I think that's okay. As I say, it's just how much I want that swan. I think, I don't know. I'm gonna play penguin. I'm gonna play penguin like this. But I think, yeah, I think what I will do, unless my opponent is going to draw, although I suppose what's going to happen is we're going to need to see some eggs coming first. But unless something, yeah, really good comes up, I think I'd rather just get this down for the end of round goal and draw cards at next round. So okay, you're taking more food. Okay, so you're probably gonna. I think they're gonna lay eggs and then draw cards and play the red knot. That feels likely. So we might be able to get away with the end of round goal anyway. But I think we'll commit. We'll grab some more nectar, which is lovely, and we're going to get another egg, which is also lovely. So yeah, definitely been a good round 1. We're spending lots of nectar, which is going to be, yeah, hopefully going to get us some more points off the nectar scoring at the end of the game. Some big point bears coming in. So yeah, you're laying eggs. We're going to get our flycatcher in, so we're sort of primed and ready to go digging next round. Been a bit patient, which I think is okay. We'll see what we can find. Hopefully some nice rodentologist birds. But, you know, we're well set. We've got the food production going. We've got the eggs coming from this chipping sparrow. So any sort of big point birds we find here, we should be able to play those without too much difficulty. So, oh, it's not the red knight, it's the godwit going down. So, okay. Well, at least we know you've got both of those. So that does give a bit of information, but we would have won the end of round goal anyway, so that's fine. We'll take those points. We'll come into the next round, and black red star is very, very nice. That works very well with moorhens, so might get picked up over here. If not, I will certainly be taking it because that's a strong teal power to get in and get some more eggs, of course. So yeah, hopefully we may be able to get our hands on that, but if not, the ibis works fine. We can also look at spending food to reset this tray, of course. I mean, as I say, the food production is good. We should have some spare food laying around. So spending that and looking at some more cards, I think is always a good thing to be doing. So yeah, we'll see what options we get. Well, do you know what? We're going to get a slightly better option. If the wood duck, so I will take that. I'm also going to take this ibis because that's a pretty good one. I say nice big point bird. And come on, penguin. This is probably the only time you're going to get used. Well, do you know what? That's fine. We'll get rid of the raven as well and get 2 fish. So very, very nice. Thank you very much, penguin. And all right, well, we're off to the races then because wood duck's going in, joining partner in crime, chipping sparrow. So we're going to get food, cards, and eggs, all the resources in our forest here. That's exactly what you want to see. And even a cheeky little morning dove has come up. Oh, and you've played hummingbird. I didn't even notice that with the moorhen. So, okay. Well, we might see a bit of food coming our way there. Indeed it does. Okay, well, let's go. I guess let's go fish here. We'll go fish and then, yeah, we'll take food. And then, yeah, get this wood duck down and we're kind of good to go. We're just, as I say, going to continue looking for the big point birds. So that's all the food we needed for that wood duck. So very, very nice. We'll get our egg in as well. And yeah, in terms of ideal birds to find, I think wood duck was probably high up on the list. So we're well set, but moorhen is dangerous. So we have got to watch out there, but already starting to fill up this wetlands. Lots and lots of cards in hand as well, though. So let's get wood duck. Let's get wood duck down. And yeah, 4 turns left. I mean, we could certainly be playing a couple of birds. Well, I suppose this is the thing: is that as good as moorhen is, you're playing birds, but you're not putting your cubes on player birds. So we might be able to win this end of round goal as well if we can. Yeah, I say probably take food twice and then play 2 birds. That feels like a good approach to me. So let's go ahead and do that. Hope for some nectar, which is not going to come, but we'll take some rats in sort of anticipation that hopefully some rat-eating birds come up off the top of the deck. They don't quite yet. We do get a Stellar's Jay, which might help for some points in this forest. So probably we'll take a seed here. And yeah, kelp gull I don't think is going to be the way we go here. But yeah, I could look at playing this, could look at forcing this down. You know, it's going to work for the next end of round goal as well. And it's a point every time, I would hope. No guarantees, of course. But I might take food once more. Just to see what we get. Oh, magpie's going in. Okay, well, we're not doing any predating because the penguin, I'll say, we're not going to be using that anymore. But okay, yeah, let's take food and see what we can get. Okay, a little bit more nectar. Okay, gallinule is decent big point birds. Anything else we can get? Scrub fowl. Don't really think you're going to be the play here. So okay, I mean, what are you going to want to do? You're going to want to lay eggs and probably play something. So I think we'll set this feeder up for ourselves next round. And yeah, I don't think scrub fowl is the one here. So I think I will go with this Stellar's Jay, and then I think I'll play the Ibis, and that should cement us the end of round goal. We're going to get more big point birds down. So yeah, as I say, we're looking good for pretty much all of these end of round goals, which is definitely nice. So you're laying eggs. Let's get Stellar's Jay down, and yeah, I guess that is fine. To spend the food like that. And yeah, from now on, it is just really crossing fingers, hoping we can get rodentologist birds, looking for bonus card birds as well. Plenty of space in that grasslands, of course, so hopefully we'll get some nice options there. Okay, oh, red star, of course. Very, very nice one going down. As I say, we are going to snatch this end of round goal, so we'll play this Ibis. And yeah, this red star, this is going to be the key, I think, to this setup, is being able to get those eggs. So definitely nice. But yeah, not enough to steal the end of round goal from us. So we come into round 3. What have we got? Well, we have got Sparrowhawk, but I don't think that's really kind of bird I had in mind. So we'll just take food for now. We're going to take our cash. See what we get. Okay, Buick's Wren, definitely not what I had in mind either. Okay, Tui, well, yeah, I mean, if you're going to play, I think it was the Morning Dove that got picked up. We could do something with that. So I might keep hold of that. Grab a little bit more nectar as well. What I'm really hoping for at this point is to get a starling or a collared dove or something like that, because we are just going to have definitely excess food here. And being able to turn that into points is going to be key, because we're not necessarily going to get all the big point birds we want. You know, wood duck, it's only seen 2 cards a turn. I might need to actually go and draw cards at some point, I think. I might like to play the Gallignol and then go and draw cards and spend some food, reset the tray, look at a bunch of cards and hopefully get some good stuff. But for now, I think we'll still keep using this wood duck. And I say if we do see the Morning Dove coming, which I feel like Morning Dove will be a good play in the forest here. Obviously get more eggs for the more hen plays and get a bit more food as well just by throwing cards. So even as a low point bird with the brown power, I think there's still time to make that work. So we'll see if that's going to be the decision. I think if it is, we just get this Tui down and copy that and get the extra eggs. So what is going on? No, okay, you're just taking food. So yeah, I mean, Tui to copy the Taui, it's a bit of a mouthful. I don't think we really need the extra seeds. So maybe I just play the Gallignol now. And then draw cards once just to kind of see what we can get. I mean, I probably want to play the Gallignol anyway because it's a nice big point bird. So, and spending some nectar in this wetlands actually as well is going to be good. So we'll spend 3 of them here. Let's get you down. And yeah, draw some cards. I mean, I'm sort of like wondering about that Sparrowhawk because it is an extra couple of points on Ornithologist, and obviously if we're tucking a card there, it's an extra point there, but it's still not great. I feel like we can do better than that, especially for the last spot in the forest. Oh, you're spending food to reset the tray as well. Yeah, clearly neither of us are especially happy with what we're finding, so I don't think those options are too great either. So yeah, not being touched, but okay, well, guess we'll take a worm. But yeah, okay, I think we will need to go and yeah, draw some cards here, spend some food, and hopefully find some useful stuff that we can go and play through the rest of this game. So there goes the red knot. So we did know about that. So I think that's kind of all the information we had. I'd say maybe the Morning Dove, but I think that ship has probably sailed at this point. I think the time was at the start of this round really is the kind of cut-off. And yeah, I'm not really sure. We saw too many other good options being picked up, so we'll see what's going to go down there. But yeah, okay, we are going to need to dig and see what we find. So I think this is the turn to do it. So let's spend a rat. Okay, well that was definitely nice. I'll take brown falcon and I'll take stubble quail. And yeah, do I want to spend an egg? I think probably not. So let's give out a card. Okay, I don't think you're going to be any use. Come on, penguin, what can you do for me? All right, well, I would have really liked that woodstock, but I will take 3 fish, so that's certainly not bad. Oh, and that is going to trigger the magpie, so okay, well, that may be your only one. Because yeah, I think brown falcon, I probably don't put that in the forest, to be honest. I think probably it goes in the grasslands. I think with this stubble quail as well, and that's going to be nice. This is, I say, not quite on the level of the starling or the collar dove that we were hoping for, but it's a great way of turning extra food into points. And eggs, I think we will need coming into this end game, so that will definitely be useful. Yeah, to get our hands on. So probably, as I say, probably be able to take food here. And we might be able to take food and play quail and falcon. That might be an option worth looking at. I say we should be all right for this end of round goal. May need to think a little bit about that last one. I mean, yeah, we've got a few star nests over here. We have only got the two cavity nests, so we'll see if we can find anything else for that. But I think whenever you win the first 3 end of round goals, it's not the end of the world to lose the last one. You still picked up the majority of the points, so I won't worry too much about going out of my way there. But yeah, it could definitely be one that my opponent is able to pick up some extra points on. So we'll see how the rest of this round plays out. I say probably need. I think we still need a couple more good plays. I think these 2 can go down this round, but we're going to need some stuff to do in the last round if we have to lay eggs and try and score points that way. we'll go and do that. But okay, Mockingbird has gone down. That's kind of interesting, because we could we could use Tui to copy the Mockingbird, and then that allows us to repeat one of our own birds, and so we could get an extra egg off the chipping sparrow that way. That might be an interesting thing to consider, but for now we're just going to grab some nectar. I think we do throw a card here. I think this Swift, I think I'm ever going to play that, so we'll go with a worm. And then, yeah, I think we cash. Draw 2 cards, see what we can find. Okay, Savannah Sparrow. Savannah Sparrow is interesting. I don't think Green Heron's going down. But okay, so what we could do here. Yeah, I'm just trying to work out if this Tui's worth it. It's probably not, to be honest, because I'm probably only going to take food, I want to say like 2 or 3 more times, so it's sort of coming out as a 5 or 6 point bird in total. I think if I needed the eggs, I think if I didn't pull stubble quail, I'd be more inclined to go for it, but this stubble quail is going to sort us out for eggs, so we don't need too much more. I think the occasional chipping sparrow egg will supplement that well enough, but yeah, I'm wondering now if, let's think about this in terms of how much food we're going to be spending, because I want to spend 7 here, and then that does only leave me 2 left over, so I could still play the falcon, but it does mean Savannah Sparrow might have to wait until next round. I suppose I could, maybe I could just take food again now. Maybe I take food again and do a load of nectar in this grasslands with the double play. That's maybe not necessarily a terrible idea. Because yeah, you've just taken food, so you're probably going to lay eggs and then maybe use the moorhen again. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, let's take food. Let's take food. See if we get anything else good. We do not. This feeder is also not really playing ball, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I say last round. Could probably play this falcon, so I think we'll try and keep the food for that. How are we looking in terms of nectar? Yeah, wetlands, if we could, I suppose, I mean, this could go in the wetlands. Maybe it's good to keep this flexibility so that maybe on that last turn we can just play this wherever we need to for nectar points, but I'm wondering if, yeah, we may need to do this in the grasslands and do a bit of egg laying if we can't find anything else worth playing. So you have laid eggs. And yeah, let's do our double play. So stubble quail. So getting a few nectar spent here is good. I suppose we can just get rid of a load of worms as well. So that's a nice play. And the points total definitely looking healthy, especially considering we've blanked our bonus card. It's been a strong end of round goal performance. It's been strong on the nectars. And yeah, obviously, Chipping Sparrow Wood Duck, pretty lethal combo. And that's definitely been helping us out here. But yeah, 1 round left to go. I do still feel like we're still holding out for maybe 1 or 2 more good plays. If Golden Eagle, or, you know, we've already seen Woodstalks, that was a shame. But any of those sort of big point birds, any of those, basically any big rodentologist bird or any big, well, wetland bird. I can see that Trumptus one in the tray. That's kind of what we're after, but we'll take the end of round goal win. Oh, and there's the Starling as well, so okay. Well, at least you can't play this one, but you might still want to block it. So we'll see about that. But yeah, to be honest, Starling, I feel like we could still max that out, even just 1 round of usage may be worthwhile doing. It is a cavity nest as well, so yeah, that might be one to look at, but I'm sure my opponent is going to want to block if possible on those options in the tray. So yeah, if we can't get hold of those, maybe the Swaiton's Hawk just for Rodentologist, just for something, but we'll see. And all right, it looks like we're being offered Frigabird usage now. I don't necessarily know if I need to use this. Obviously being able to use it to grab a nectar is nice, but I think I want the egg more than the food, so I think we're going to skip that one. But we have been left a starling. Oh, we're getting a free food here as well. Well, okay, so I know this is what the feeder looked like, so I'm not going to take the worm because you'll just get a reroll. So we'll take the rat. But okay, yeah, we're getting starlings, so I think we go with that. I think we go with that and put that down somewhere. Okay, now all the rodentologist birds are coming out. But where do we need to focus on the nectar? Probably wetlands. So I think wetland starling could be good here. And just make sure we're spending, I say, some of this nectar that we're hopefully going to find. So I think I'm going to take this one. We're going to throw here. Let's get an extra food and a reroll. There we go. Get the cash. Very nice. And yeah, I mean, I suppose what we could do. Starling. I'm wondering if we could do like starling, hawk, and falcon. How much food would that leave us on? We need 5 food for the 3 of them. Yeah, I think that would actually leave us enough food to still max out the starling. It would then be a question of nectar, but I think we can work that out. So let's take those. We'll grab this. Nectar will get an egg down, I guess, on the wood duck. Ditch the tui. So yeah, I mean, honestly, I think that might be the play, because we know with rodentologists, this is 5 points. This is 5 points. So if we lay eggs that last turn, which may be needed for the end of round goal, but I think we could get away with just using the chipping sparrow. You know, we're going to be hoping on some hunts, but we're going to be getting more points than just using this forest. So I think that's how I'd like to play this end game here. So yeah, let's check your nectar. Okay, only 2. Yeah, I feel like we are going to be okay for nectar, so don't need to worry too much about that. So yeah, let's start getting these birds in the game. So we're going to be nearly filling the board here, getting lots of birds down, which is always good. And yeah, this starling, I'd say maybe 1 round sooner, but the quail, to be honest, the quail was nice, so that was a good usage of the food. Okay, you're going with your sweets talk. Oh, I wonder if this maybe is like Prairie Manager or something. For the bonus card, so we'll see what the last play is. But yeah, you've now spent all your nectar, so we are good. We're going to need to spend 1 here, I think, on this brown falcon, but I think that's okay, because yeah, I mean, even if you took food here, the feeder is just horrible, so you're not going to actually get yeah, you're not going to get enough nectar, so it's chill. And yeah, we're in a good spot here, so we'll do starling and then we'll lay eggs, so we will get to 3 those nests. It looks like you're only on 3, but may well still base something on this penultimate turn, so we'll see on that if that's going to swing things. Lots of cards in hand, so yeah, potentially lots and lots of options here. So what is going down? Oh, Inca Dove. Okay, so it's definitely Prairie Manager. But that's quite a lot of eggs, so definitely nice. Definitely nice. But yeah, we are gonna get a tie in this end of round goal, because we're gonna play our starling. And yeah, stubble quail, that was so useful, because that's just given us basically all the eggs to allow us to do these final round plays. I don't think we would have been able to play as many birds as this. Maybe we would have had to play some birds and then lay eggs, but we've been able to do this in the best possible order thanks to stubble quail. And yeah, we're gonna lay eggs, and even if these predators hit, we're going to give away food that's not going to be of any use to our opponents. So Eurasian Hobby going down. Yeah, let's lay our eggs. Let's lay our eggs. And can we get some hits? We can indeed. So that's very nice. I'll say the food. Yeah, food's not going to be useful here. Too late to make any value out of that. But we'll see. Hopefully, if the hawk and deliver the goods for us as well, get us an extra point. And yeah, then it's going to be just onto this starling, where I say we're going to get those 5 tucks. And that's definitely going to be helping us out here at the end. And so onto the red-tailed hawk. Indeed, we get a hit there as well, so very, very nice. We can skip the flycatcher, no need to use that. And yeah, into into the teal. So red start not going to be quite as good this round. Obviously the Inca Dove filling up a lot of those nests. Here we go, Starling. It's going to do a job for us. So 5 tucks, love to see that. A tie on the end of round goal, not too shabby either. And yeah, as I say, nice, strong nectar performance, really helped by the forest, really helped by that American red start early, being able to get extra food, get extra nectar, spend it across all 3 habitats and win those points. So we'll take that and we'll come into the final scores, and this should be a win for us. Do feel quite confident. Definitely was a good game. Always nice to get chipping sparrow and wood duck together in the forest. So yeah, 63 bird points. Obviously not quite as good on the bonuses. Definitely better for my opponent. But we are still holding a lead, which yeah will be extended through the end of round goals. Obviously not too many caches or too many tucks, but enough. And obviously dominance on the nectars. It is going to be pretty comfortable win there. 124 is the final score for us, up against 87. So yeah, just kind of all came together that one. I think we were already in a nice spot even before the wood duck came up, but that definitely just helped allow us to go and take food a lot more and get all these lovely birds down. So respectable on the rodentologist. I would have liked more, but we'll definitely take a few points there. So we'll take a look at my opponent's bonus cards. Okay, that's an unfortunate one. Bird counter for 0, but platform builder, a nice 7, and oologist for 6. So the Godwit and Red Knot doing some good work, but I love a good moorhen game. Definitely some nice birds going down there. I think just, yeah, a little bit unfortunate maybe with some of the draws, and obviously always tough up against chipping sparrow and wood duck, which we used to great effect here and got the win in this game of Major League Wingspan. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed that one. Definitely, I enjoyed playing it. That was a lot of fun. We've still got a few more games left to go in this regular season, so if you want to see those, make sure you're subscribed and following along, and I look forward to seeing you in another game very, very soon.